All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Indianapolis Colts. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go! Check out! Ready? I'm coming after you! I'm coming after you! I'm coming after you! No!
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line. 11.
They run with Hines. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
You. Tight dog.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
180. Defense wins championship, baby. Check. Kill.
They'll run. This is Darrell Henderson. Down to about the 22 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
From the 22, Goff into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fabian. Brings it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Look, and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They begin the drive with Hines. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Hines. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. We know this offense, they're built around passing the football. That time, the running game didn't suit them so well.
Not so well, but they have to do it every so often. You have to be able to control the pass rush a little bit, make them somewhat hesitant before they come and get...
He's got a man, complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A huge play that time for the Colts. 41 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Back. 36. Kill. Shit. Quo.
From the gun, here's Love. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
He's crashing. He's checking.
Love. Forced out to his left. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. Throwing on 3rd down, Love. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard strike. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. And this one is right down Broadway. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. From the 29, Luck. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for Indy. 53 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and now the Rams have got it going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. The tackle there by Fabian Moreau.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
A run with Gurley there on first down. Going to get about 4 yards. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. I will remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They go with Gurley on first down, but he goes nowhere. They bottle him up for a loss of a couple. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Check 15, check 15.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 11. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. They're in the second quarter at Heinz Field. That is now a 2-touchdown game with the Steelers in the driver's seat. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. Luck on first down. Flush to his right. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl. 12. 51, Mike 51. Check. Check 3. Check 52. Hey, get ready.
Throwing again on second down. Luck. Campbell making the catch. 27 yards there, a first down. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
He's checking. Crash. Kill.
On first down, Luck. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Nickel Roby-Coleman there defensively. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Watch the pass. Back's mine. 51's a Mike, boy. 51. I'm coming. 11Z. Go, Mike 51. Hey, Haywood. Let's go, Mexico. Watch the run. They're running it. He's coming. We got double up. Whip. Watch the whip.
So that'll back him up 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
Right here, guys. 12. 51. Hey, let's get in them holes. Kill. Hey,
Again, Luck. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. It's time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
Under 10. 10. Check. Tight. Team spill. Check.
Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this 2nd half. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the 2nd half gets started. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the 1st half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the 1st half.
Let's see if they do just that. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And he'll be taken down at the 26. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
1st down, Rams.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10.
Alpha.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now it's Gurley. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Another carry now for Gurley. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game. Yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Hines. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 33. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
That's a what? Check. Monday. Check it back.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down.
51 to Mike. You ain't doing nothing. Reggie. You ain't doing nothing today. Check 43. Switch. Check. Lucky.
A shotgun snap for Locke. Catch made here by Campbell. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. This is Hines. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Hines. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the 4th. A very important extra point there, up and good. 7-6. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
The Rams
Let's go.
first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, gone. And he finds a man on a crossing route. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a 1st down.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can he?
Yeah, he can indeed, and pretty well executed there. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. He chucks him aside.
Thumped him.
A big run there by Gurley. 42 yards.
But sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion.
You draw Porter. 11. Shift. Slam. 12.
Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
We go tonight. 180. Hold on. Check.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 4th down. And the 13-year man puts it through. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
That's it, baby. We go work.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
He's brought down at the 31. A gain of a yard on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. I'm scared. Check. On. 12. Watch out. Check 24. Check 24. 12. I got it.
Out of the gun. Luck. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Scoring has really been at a premium. And, Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense, too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
Again, they run with Gurley. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now just 3 seconds before the 2-minute warning, they're going to call the timeout here defensively. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. Yeah, this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the 1st down right near the 24. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And Hauschka's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to 12-7. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Luck now to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. After the now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Gone. Going to flare this one out to Gurley in the flat. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call. Goff now to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big 1st down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
DC. Don't be scared. Hey, fine. Hey, let's go. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53.
Here we go on 4th. Gone. And that is incomplete. They have little time remaining, and it would appear the Colts are going to win the football. On 1st down, Hines, and he's able to get this one down to about the 40. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And some room to maneuver. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour, and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception. And we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one. So for Indianapolis, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for L.A., they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire